If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before, but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, why am I not losing weight on intermittent fasting? Calorie restriction or intermittent fasting is not known to be a short-term weight loss plan. In fact, it sends signals to your brain to store fats. Calorie restriction, CR, is a strategy believed to extend the healthy lifespan in many species, including mice, rats, and primates. Rodent studies conducted over the past 20 years have reliably demonstrated a 30 to 40% increase in maximum lifespan through lifelong CR. These benefits to health and longevity have been shown in animal studies to roughly scale with the degree of calorie restriction imposed, but there is good reason to believe that any gain in primate, and especially human, lifespan through CR is much more modest than that observed in mice. The calorie restriction response exists in all species tested to date, and probably evolved generically very early in the history of life on Earth as a way to increase the chances of surviving seasonal famines or other periodic shortages. Such shortages are the same length whether you are a mouse living a few years or a man living for decades, but for the mouse a season is a much greater fraction of a lifespan, and thus the mouse evolved to experience a dramatic extension of life in response to famine. While human calorie restriction may not have the same impact on lifespan, it does provide numerous benefits, such as a greatly lowered risk for most degenerative conditions of aging and overall improved measures of health. In recent years, human studies of long-term and short-term calorie restriction have comprehensively demonstrated these benefits. In 1996 I began my own CR or intermittent fast by eliminating breakfast. My fast is somewhere between 17 and 19 hours per day, every day for the past 20 years. Before I started I decided to get baseline tests of body fat, weight and BMI measurements. I have since retested every 5 years, and I also maintain a 4 to 5 day per week cardio and resistance training regime. Here are those results. 1996, age 56, weight 194, 18.9% body fat, BMI 25.6%. 2001, age 61, weight 192, 18.1% body fat, BMI 25.3%. 2006, age 66, weight 190, 16.4% body fat, BMI 25.1%. 2011, age 71, weight 188, 14.4% body fat, BMI 24.8%. 2016, age 76, weight 188, 11.2% body fat, BMI 24.8%. Your body fat percentage tells you how much fat tissue you have in comparison to lean body tissue. A healthy 50-year-old male should be below 21% body fat. What is interesting in my numbers is while I did lose a paltry 6 pounds over a 20-year period, my percentage of body fat decreased by nearly 8%. The BMI numbers are relatively meaningless for heavily muscled men or women at any age. What might work better for you is eating 6 meals per day of primarily lean protein complex carbohydrates, thereby tricking your body to burn fat at a much higher rate. Calorie restriction does seem to forestall aging, at least somewhat, on the cellular level. University of Washington researchers found that a calorie-restricted diet reduces the activity of a cell-signaling protein, called TOR1, that may speed up cell aging. And scientists at Harvard Medical School, the National Institute on Aging, and elsewhere have shown that caloric restriction drives expression of proteins called sirtuins, which help promote cell survival. Some researchers believe that the evidence to date shows that the practice of CR will in fact extend a healthy human lifespan, but there simply isn't enough data yet to pin down the effects on life expectancy. It is plausible that they are at least as good as those resulting from exercise. If so, it could mean a difference of an extra 5 to 10 years of healthy, active lifespans. For more answers, or a full guideline on fasting, check out the links in the description below.